100 years of history. We're standing on ground that was once mingled and burned, flesh smelling in the air and smoke in the air. God has brought us thus far. Let us pray.
Welcome to Greenwood.
Thank you. Great sight. Great sighting you here. No, thank you. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
We want to start with Tulsa 8 again.
Sure. All right. You guys ready?
Yeah.
So first up, tell us about your meeting there. What all you discussed, what you plan to do here today.
Well, we had a meeting. I started the morning having a cup of coffee with Dr. Culver to talk about Greenwood Chamber of Commerce and the importance for this Chamber of Commerce and how we can partner with the Department of Labor and the federal government with the Chamber of Commerce here at Black Wall Street to really enhance the businesses and create opportunities for people. And then obviously I was in the museum and it was really, any time that what really struck me was it wasn't that long ago. When you often look at history, you think about hundreds of years ago, and you're talking about 101 years ago, what happened here, 102 years ago, what happened here in this neighborhood, but really about the history of our country. And we've come away, but we have a long way to go.
Is this your first visit, and what do you think so far?
My first visit to Tulsa, I've been in Oklahoma already. I was with Congressman Cole earlier in my term here. I was in Oklahoma City with me at Holt, and I was with the congressman at Tinker Air Force Base, and we did a lot of touring. But it's my first time here in Tulsa.
What do you hope the result of your visit will be?
It's twofold. One, for me, it's about really learning and understanding what the community needs. Number one. Number two, it's obviously a very important history lesson for me to take back, because I think we can learn from history and not to make the same errors that we made previously in the past. And number three, probably the most important, is creating a strong partnership on how we as the federal government can invest. The president spoke the other night in his State of the Union about lifting all of our economy moving forward, and that's part of why I'm here today. And that's why the cabinets around the country talking about the president's message of bringing our country and making it stronger.
Quick follow-up. A lot of people have tried to help Greenwood and offered to help Greenwood. What is the Biden administration willing to do to help?
We're here today. I think that number one, I think that's a key factor. But it's one of those things that this isn't, as you mentioned, I don't think we're letting off. This is not a photo op. This is a work trip. And obviously we took some pictures across the street. We're the first African female here in the United States of America, which is incredible for me to be as a former mayor. But it's not a photo op. It's here. We're here to work.
And what do you think you've learned from this, or hope to learn from this, that you couldn't learn from any other community?
Well, I think let's be really honest. Black Wall Street was such a prominent place in American history. It was destroyed, and people tried to take it away, and it didn't go away. And right now, when we think about where we are as a country, President Biden and Vice President Harris were very clear about the investments they make. They want to be equitable. A lot of our work is equity is a big part of that work. We have an initiative with the Department of Labor called Fair Job Initiative. At the core of that is equity. It's about making sure we're lifting all boats up. President Biden talks about, and we all talk about, building an economy from the bottom up, middle out. What that means is the trickle-down conversation we had decades ago didn't work. Nothing trickled down to average people. This is really about creating a pathway into the middle class, and that's what families want. Families want to be able to afford the table, put a roof over their head, take care of their families, and feel the comforts of life. And they should be able to do that. Too many Americans don't have that, and disproportionately too many African American people in this country don't experience that at all.
Mr. Secretary, doesn't Biden have a budget below having this panic workers and still considering this administrations into my Americans to
Yeah, the black unemployment rate is the second lowest ever recorded in the history of the United States since the time of 40 years. That's the celebration. The other side of that coin, black unemployment is twice that away. The wealth of white people over black people is far more than 2 times. And depending on where you are in the country, so Fred, we really focus on you can talk about the celebration and say we've done good things here, but our work is done. And the investments the president is making with the infrastructure bill, the CHIPS bill, the science bill, the Inflation Reduction Act, all those bills really focus on making sure that people have capital, not just to build the development, but working the long term.
The press release says that you guys plan to talk about economic opportunity for the nation's black workforce. What are some of the lessons that you learned here that you feel that you can apply elsewhere across the country?
Well, still learning, but I think that the biggest lesson I learned here is that here Wall Street, to here Washington, New York, the Black Wall Street right here, the economic center of the black community, Wall Street was right here where we're standing. And how do we not just build some of that back, but how do we enhance not just what we're living here in Tulsa, but how can we work with the chamber here to help all our chambers around the country and help people to lift everyone up. Anything else? Right. Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.
Well, we just want to welcome Secretary Walsh to the historic Greenwood District, the birthplace of Wall Street. Thank him for coming and being a light of hope, because we are here, the last remnants of what it meant for black success. I'm glad that he's engaged with us, and we know this will be a catalyst to take us to the next place where we're moving forward. So thank all the press for coming, and most of all, thank you, Secretary Walsh, for coming to the Greenwood District.
I went to school, I went to church. One of the church that I went to was burnt down. Her mother, my great aunt, she was injured. She was 21 on this street right here. And my grandpa, her oldest brother, told me some stories to where they carried her on the shoulder a mile down Greenwood, stepping over dead bodies.
Oh, yeah.
And so, horses, they barely escape. And so the legacy I want to carry is that, at some point we can come together and right the wrong.
Mark, thank you.
And
You're right. We'll see what we can do.
yeah, so you can look around.
Oh, look at that. Huh? Look at that. I love it.
Want that bag?
Yeah.
Oh, we thank you.
Yeah, sure.
Take a picture with you. Thank you.
Just making sure they're doing all right.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming in.
It's awesome.
How are you? This is the lady that started it all right here.
That's the boss right there. So get the boss on camera, will you?
That's one of herself.
Come on, let's go.
Yeah. All right.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Y'all ready? Yes, you guys come with me.
And the importance for this Chamber of Commerce and how we can partner with the Department of Labor and the federal government with the Chamber of Commerce here at Black Wall Street to really enhance the businesses and create opportunities for people. And then obviously I was in the museum and it was really, anytime that, what really struck me was it wasn't that long ago.
Now, we're here today to commemorate the past and look forward to and celebrate the future. In the midst of this celebration, I want to remind you all of possibilities. I want to remind you that beginning from this spot, on over 35 city blocks, a most miraculous place arose. There arose a diasporan city of hope and accomplishment. There arose a sanctuary, a black dream called Greenwood. Black-owned hospitals, black-owned pharmacies, black-owned hotels, black-owned theaters, black-owned grocers, a black-owned state of mind that celebrated being in control. This spread out and convinced the world and ourselves that yes, we can. But tell me, what happens to a dream attacked? Does it rise like a phoenix to the sky, or molt itself anew, forever spry? Does it charge like a pit bull hit, or lie and whimper like a warrior sick? Maybe it reforms as it switches code, or does it implode? It was rat-a-tat-tat. Rat-a-tat-tat, assaulted from the front, hemmed in from the back, and suddenly there were flames in Little Africa as white anger burst upon Greenwood. Gunfire and screams, plane fire destroying dreams as they roiled through homes in waves like plagues of locusts. The white mob surged hungrily northward, urged by primal hatred, seeking to feast on the futures of Black Wall Street, ready to take those uppity darkies down. Ex-soldiers among the bar sought to hold them back, allowing time for others to free, but there were just too many, and overwhelmed by the numbers, Greenwood slowly succumbed. Then, recognized the inevitable, black fingers finally reached toward the sky like smoky tendrils, hoping not to suffer a Terrence Crutcher fate. Shocked and devastated, they watched hate ravage their lives. Sunlight revealed 35 city blocks, looted then burned to the ground. Death toll unknown, estimates at least 100, maybe 3-4 times more. It was white power, white fury, white judges, white juries, whitewashing conflagratory sins, whiting out any claims for amends. No one arrested, no one convicted, no one compensated for the crimes as the white power structure sought to ensure that there be no phoenix rising. See, part of my mission today is to remind you of the resilience of our forebearers who picked themselves up from all that trauma and rebuilt Greenwood. It is time for us to recognize that we are forged from that same strength. It's time for us to hone and reinforce ourselves with ourselves as we remind ourselves that yes, we can. Langston Hughes wrote, "Hold fast to dreams, for if dreams die, life is a broken-winged bird that cannot fly." Tell me, if your shoes unravel, if your air conditioner goes out, if we want groceries, if our children need a doctor, tell me, who we gonna call? It's time for us to make some changes. Sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home. Sweet Lord, sweet chariot, coming for to carry me home.
1906, when O.W. Gurley founded this magnificent area called Greenwood, he had a dream that blacks could live with dignity. When they traveled back and forth, they had no decent place to lodge. And when he decided to have a dream and see the dream fulfilled, then Greenwood, the Black Wall Street district, was born. And it was a time when Tulsa was becoming the oil capital of the world. There were wealth all over, and next to New York, Tulsa was the largest black business section in the United States. And I'd like for you to meet one of those characters. Her name is Miss Mabel B. Little. She has a house named in her honor further down the street, right across from the historic Vernon AME, where Reverend Mays is now pastor. And she has a story to tell you that relates to the truth of what happened.
Learn what community looks like. You know, it's not every day you get to see black people that shop with black people. Yeah. Typically, we take our money somewhere else. So being able to put it down here with people that look like you, I'm trying to bring back a game we used to play when I was a kid called Dollar. You spend $1 in your community and see how long it take you to find that dollar.
One of the things about the 1830 Indian Removal Act, blacks were in the Trail of Tears. They gave her, there was a lot of land. So there was over 50 black townships before Oklahoma became a state. Once it became a state, those black townships was a neighborhood system into Greenwood. Because of oil in the black townships, Greenwood became what Greenwood was.
Pretty amazing. I'm going to do the tour now, and I'm looking forward to it.
Okay, great. All right, thank you.